going on, guys? Today is March 15th, 2023. It is Wednesday. The day's over. It's 11:15 p.m. right now. I'm very tired. This is my first look at the price action for the day. So what I'm going to do is, first, I suggest you watch my last video, which was made Monday evening for the outlook for Tuesday. You fucking nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And I'm also going to just recap the trading plan that I put out for Monday at about 8 a.m. on Twitter and in the Discord, because today was Groundhog's Day. I just quoted that tweet, re-signaled in the server. Same plan. The plan for Monday, just to go back and start there, was puts below 38244, a confirmative breakdown below that level. Puts below 38244, this 0.786 here, down to 37493 to 37317. The golden pocket between the 083.618 at 39424 and the high of 2020. Big demand zone. Calls above it. Calls above 38244 to 390 for the day. The calls worked out very well. You got that double bottom. You did break below that in the morning. Monday was an interesting day. You opened up pre-market up 1% and then bled pretty heavily. I think you were close to 1.5% down by open. And then you created this little double bottom here. At about 9:45, that's when you finally started moving back up above 38244. Perfect buying opportunity here on this retest of 38244 on this double bottom. Had I been trading, I would have taken the call side plan, of course. Bought some 390s. What did you do? By noon, you were sitting at 390 and 27 cents. Excellent play for the long side. So that was Monday's plan. For the rest of the day on Monday, you chopped it up and created support at 385-ish, or tried to at least. 384, 385. And yeah, so that was Monday. Tuesday, I planned for, gave you guys a video, gave you my outlook for Tuesday, Monday evening. I think in the last video around the 4-minute mark is when I gave you the percent range for the day. What I was expecting a decent green day, 1.5 to 2% on Tuesday, and that's exactly what we got. You had from the low at 8:30, you had a 2% move to the high of the day at 393 and 33 cents ish. In the last video, which was Monday into Tuesday, I described retesting these highs from Friday, March 10th, around 393, 394 ish. That is, in fact, what you saw on Tuesday. So pat yourself on the back if you listen to your boy, because, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Afternoon, you started bleeding again. You just fell back down to the higher range of the support created on Monday, headed into close. And then headed into close on Tuesday around 3:30, you retested 392 again. Pretty fun day for a bull if you're buying at the right time. Of course, this held up for after hours, but today you had that big 2% red day. So Wednesday, today, this morning, while I was at work, I checked the chart at like 8 a.m. Saw we were 2% down in pre-market. It's never a good thing, but on the bright side, it usually doesn't last. It usually goes in the opposite direction when you get that volatile move in pre-market. when pre-market creates a significant low like that, it's usually the lowest it will go. It might go a little bit lower with the volatility at open, but um, from what I've seen and experienced, usually goes in the opposite direction of that initial volatile move, um, whether it be to the upside or downside. So that's what you saw. It was a tough day to trade, especially if you were playing zero DTs, unless you were like scalping and you were on point. But essentially, from the low at 8:45, which was about $383.47, you didn't retest, or I'm sorry, you didn't break above the high. Wait, what? Yeah. You didn't break above the highs. You were just in that chop zone all day long until about 2:30, where you finally started moving back to 390. So when I saw the 2% red in pre-market, I said, wait a second, it's Groundhog's Day. We can use the same plan, the same signals that we gave on Monday for today. So I just quoted the tweet from Monday, re-signaled the Discord server. I said, puts below 38244 to 37493 to 37317. And by below 38244, I mean like a confirmed breakdown. And calls for a retest of 390 if that were to hold. So it held. We actually never retested 38244. And we started creating a higher low finally at about 1 o'clock, 1:30ish. And then, of course, again, around 2:30, that's when you started moving to 390. You came just shy of 390. It was the high 389s headed into close. But if you were in calls all day long on zero DTs, just waiting for that move to 390, you got burned. If you bought some time, re-entered 390 calls for tomorrow or Friday, you were sitting pretty. So Groundhog's Day plan worked. Where do I see us going tomorrow? Can't lie, I'm still bullish. Hasn't changed. I just see higher lows all over the place. Higher low from the October fuck show at the golden range between the 083.618 and 082.618. Established at this golden pocket here, 083.618 to high of 2020. That was back in November. Look at that beautiful boom boom candle. At a golden pocket. What do you say? How do you say it? Higher low here. This was a 26 to 30 day range, I believe. It was about a month where you traded between 37493, that beautiful wick there on Thursday, December 22nd. You traded between support there or demand there, whatever you want to say, to like high 380s. So higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. This is just something I circled recently to use as like a breakdown point or a bounce point. Like if this didn't hold, this was just support from mid-January. If this wasn't holding down here, then you were probably going to 38244, which in fact we did. So higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. I think we're creating higher lows here on the macro. To everyone's disbelief. Everyone's waiting to be like, oh, see, I told you. We went to 330. See, I told you. We're going down to fucking 240, whatever. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Everyone wants to be Michael Burry. So, we'll go back to the candles. Give you the outlook for tomorrow. I just want to highlight, again, this was almost a month-long range of we'll just say $10 to $12. Lasted a fucking month. This is like that show on Food Network, Chopped. This is crazy. We were not stressing. Our group wasn't stressing, but this is by far the toughest fucking read. They took us on a roller coaster here, guys. Calls, puts, flip a coin for a month. It was impossible to trade. Unless you were like taking profit like that over and over and over and hopping on the next side. I'm just playing those visual supply and demand zones. So with that being said, this can last a lot longer. This is only a 6-day range so far since the breakdown from the 08 3.618 at 39424. I've only been doing this for 6 days. This took a month. This was, what was this? This chop in this upper range between the COVID 1.618 at 413.75 and the 08 3.618 at 39424. Another month-long chop range. Obviously, the price action was a lot more volatile, a lot more profit potential if you were on the right side at the right time. But again, 33 days or so. Point being, this can last much longer. We're going to play it for tomorrow for you guys. Futures, currently green 0.37%. Same approach with my Fibonacci on futures. 08 3.618 on futures is 3998. So this golden pocket here is the 08 3.618 down to the high of 2020. This one here is the 08 3.618 down to the 08 2.618. Futures, once again, green 0.36% at 11:30 p.m. If I look at the 5-minute, it's starting to look a little toppy here, but so did this. And so did this. Into close. And it just continued. So I think we're creating higher lows here on futures. 30-minute looks okay. Take a look at MACD. On futures, you had that big signal cross today at, what is that? 1 p.m. Huge 30-minute candle off the equivalent to the 0.786 on SPY at 38244. That's this level here on futures, 386.950. Big support level. Big MACD cross on the 30. Bullish divergence on RSI over the 200 SMA here. And I think you'll continue into the evening and into open. And 30-minute candle is now going green. We got a sliver of green here on futures. So tomorrow, if futures can hold up throughout the night into open, I think you're going to retest 393 to 394-ish tomorrow. So you might have another gap up in the morning. Entry might be somewhere around 391-ish buy open. You might be able to wait at the open for a little bit of a pullback, slightly below 390, maybe to the lowest side, 389, 388, high 388s, for an entry for calls to 39424 or 394 strike calls. So that would be roughly a 1.2% move for a green day tomorrow to retest that 08 3.618. That's the primary target. So tomorrow's Thursday. Maybe you get a little bit higher. For the week, I'd say the high would be 39884. Strong close of the week into Friday. I would say the upside potential is this 0.236 here, which is just the 0.236 between the COVID 1.618 at 413.75 and the 083.618 at 39424. 39884. Just label that target 2. Whoop. What's going on here? I'll just fucking write it again. Target 2. Meaning, not necessarily tomorrow, yes. Maybe tomorrow's a massive green day. But I'll probably just go with taking profit on a 1.2-ish, 1.3% gain on the S&P 500 if you're in calls. I'd be taking profit at 39424. Somewhere around there. Wouldn't get too greedy, especially if you're playing 0 DTEs. I wouldn't expect that push to 39884 to happen tomorrow. That would be a 2.5% move tomorrow. I'd take profit at 39424 and then assess the situation towards the end of the day. If support's created between 39424 and the high from Tuesday, and then also the highs from Friday, give or take maybe a few pips, maybe a 0.15% below it, I'd look for re-entry. And if I'm feeling ambitious, maybe on Friday I enter some 0 DC 39884s to hit that target number 2 with potential upside all the way up to 40169. So let's say we hit 39424 tomorrow. We stay somewhere in that range between 394 and 393.50-ish, we'll say. From there on Friday, that would be a 1.3% move to 39884 to target 2. And then let's just say 40169 is the secondary target for calls on Friday. That would be a 2% move. So just be smart. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is simple technical analysis. If you've been following me since last March, April-ish, you're familiar with my levels. You're familiar with my approach. And yeah, I'm very tired. I might have said, I can't even remember. I might have said we're going to look at the underlines. But honestly, just watch my last video and just fucking screenshot the levels. Like, just screenshot the fucking Fibonacci levels. Just get those price points and then use your own chart and just have those price points in the back of your mind. And do your best. I would definitely say take your time tomorrow morning. The mornings have been very volatile this week. Monday was wild, up 1% green, down 1.5% before the open, before the recovery. So just be patient. The market's not going anywhere, even though, like, people think the market's gonna fucking die. Even if it did crash, like, it's not going anywhere. You're always gonna be able to trade. You're not missing anything if you don't trade for a day. If you don't feel comfortable entering at a certain time for whatever reason, then don't. I said it in the last video, sometimes the best option as a trader is to not trade. Just don't let FOMO get you. If you see other people making money, you'll get yours. Maybe you would have lost money that day you decided not to trade. That's the video, guys. How long is this? I gotta go to bed. 19 minutes. Hey. We crunched the time a bit. Once again, upside target tomorrow, 39424. Secondary target, heading into Friday, 39884. So about a 1.2% move tomorrow. Another 1.3% move from this area here around 394 to 39884 for Friday, with potentially a retest of 40169. The highs from Thursday of last week on March 9th, before we started selling off pretty hard, down to the 083.618 and continuing below it. That's all I got for you. Look for the tweet tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. If anything changes, I got these levels in my head. Got the chart fucking imprinted in my mind. Alright? If anything changes, I'll give you the update in the server or on Twitter. Join the Discord, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and good luck.